When news broke that Wang Yibo had secretly tied the knot, the entertainment world froze in collective shock. For years, the 27-year-old superstar had been the epitome of mystery, guarding his private life with an iron wall of silence. But when the marriage bombshell dropped, it wasn't just fans who were stunned. Xiao Zhan, his longtime friend, rumored confidant, and one-time on-screen partner, delivered a response so fiery it sent the internet spiraling into chaos. The calm before the storm. At first, the headlines seemed too wild to believe. Wang Eba married in secret blared across every news feed. Social media exploded with speculation about the mysterious partner, theories about hidden romance, and questions about why Eba kept such a monumental life event in the shadows. For Xiao Zhan, however, the revelations seemed to hit closer to home. The two men had built a bond that transcended professional collaborations, with legions of fans linking their names together in countless stories of loyalty and friendship. Xiao Zhan's silence in the first few hours after the news broke only intensified curiosity. People waited, watching his every move, refreshing his feeds in anticipation. Then came the explosion. Xiao Zhan breaks his silence. Late that night, Xiao Zhan took to social media in a rare and unfiltered post that stunned even his most loyal followers. Gone was the usual polished diplomacy of a seasoned star. In its place was raw emotion. After everything we've been through, his post began, to be blindsided like this feels like betrayal. Marriage isn't something you hide from those who stood by you when the world turned against you. Some truths are too heavy to stay buried, and if you think silence will protect you, it won't. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. This wasn't cryptic poetry or subtle shade. This was fire. Direct. Explosive. Unapologetic. The internet erupts. Within minutes, Xiao Zhan's post became the most talked-about topic online. Hashtags like hashtag Xiao Zhan explodes, hashtag Wang Yibo marriage, and hashtag Truth Unfolds trended across platforms. Some fans sided with Xiao Zhan, praising his courage to call out Wang Eba publicly. Others defended Eba, arguing that marriage is a deeply personal choice and that no one, not even Xiao Zhan, had the right to demand answers. What became undeniable, however, was that a rift had been exposed. For years, fans celebrated their unity, but now, cracks in their relationship were laid bare for the world to see. Industry shockwaves. The entertainment industry wasn't immune to the shock either. Reporters swarmed Yibo'S management team for a statement, but all they offered was a vague no comment. Brands that had long banked on the duo's shared popularity began to worry about the fallout, while insiders whispered that this might be the end of an era for one of China's most iconic pairings. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan's bold move sparked admiration from fellow celebrities who applauded his authenticity. Some hinted that they, too, had been kept in the dark about Yibo'S marriage, fueling speculation that the secret had been carefully guarded from even those closest to him. What's next for Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo? The question on everyone's lips. Will this be the final break between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo? Or is this explosive moment just a storm before reconciliation? Fans remain torn. Some predict that Xiao Zhan's fiery response might push Wang Yibo to finally address the truth publicly. Others believe the silence will deepen, turning their once bright bond into nothing more than a memory. What's certain is that this story is far from over. Xiao Zhan's response has set the stage for one of the most dramatic chapters in CN history, and whether it leads to healing or heartbreak, the world is watching. Wang Yibo finally breaks his silence, his fierce counter to Xiao Zhan's explosive reaction. If Xiao Zhan's fiery words cracked open the calm surface of CN's most closely guarded friendship, Wang Yibo's response was the earthquake that shook it to the core. For days, silence had been his weapon. Fans waited, critics speculated, and insiders whispered that perhaps Yibo would simply ignore the drama and move on with his newly revealed married life. But when he finally chose to speak, his words were sharp, unflinching, and aimed straight back at Xiao Zhan. The calm silence shatters. On the third day after Xiao Zhan's blistering post, Wang Yibo appeared at a late-night live broadcast. Calm in demeanor but fiery in tone, He didn't dodge the subject everyone wanted answers to. Instead, he leaned directly into it. "Marriage is not a crime," Eba declared, his voice firm. "I don't owe my private life to anyone, not fans, not the industry, and not even people I once trusted. If someone feels betrayed because I chose privacy, then maybe they were never standing beside me for the right reasons." The audience froze. His words weren't vague or sugar-coated. They were a direct counter to Xiao Zhan'S accusations. Social media implodes again. Within minutes, clips of Yibo'S response stormed across Weibo, Twitter, and TikTok. The fandom split even further. Team Xiao Zhan argued that loyalty among friends means sharing life-altering truths, not hiding them. Team Wong Eba countered that Yibo had every right to protect his personal life, even if it meant keeping secrets from those closest to him. New hashtags like #YiboStrikesBack, #MarriageNotACrime, and #FriendshipShattered surged into the trending charts, further fueling the frenzy. A war of words or a broken bond. While Xiao Zhan's explosive post had painted him as the hurt and betrayed friend, Wang Yibo'S fiery clapback painted a different story, one of autonomy, defiance, and perhaps hidden resentment. Industry insiders now claim this isn't the first time the two stars clashed behind closed doors. According to anonymous sources, their friendship had already been fraying under the weight of fame, pressure, and constant fan scrutiny. The marriage bombshell, it seems, was merely the spark that ignited a firestorm years in the making. The fallout: fans in frenzy, brands in panic. With both men openly trading verbal blows, the entertainment industry finds itself at a crossroads. Several brands that featured Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo together are now quietly reevaluating their campaigns. Meanwhile, fan communities are imploding into heated debates, some even staging unfollow wars to show allegiance to one side. Yet, beneath the chaos, a chilling question remains. Is this the end of one of the most celebrated partnerships in Chinese entertainment, or the messy middle of a saga that might eventually come full circle? What's next? For now, Wang Yibo'S words hang heavy in the air, daring Xiao Zhan to either fire back or retreat. Insiders whisper that Xiao Zhan is preparing another statement, something even more personal, something that might drag long-hidden truths into the light. The world is holding its breath, waiting for the next move in this high-stakes war of words. And one thing is certain: this is no longer just about marriage or friendship. It's about pride, loyalty, and a bond that may never be the same again. Xiao Zhan drops bombshell receipts, the secrets behind Wang Yibo'S marriage. Just when fans thought the storm between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo couldn't possibly intensify, Xiao Zhan returned with a move that no one saw coming. In what is now being called one of the boldest revelations in Chinese entertainment history, the actor didn't just fire back with words, he brought receipts. The post that stopped the internet. At 11:47 p.m. on a Friday night, Xiao Zhan posted a series of screenshots, photos, and cryptic captions that immediately went viral. The post, though swiftly deleted within an hour, had already been shared thousands of times. The content? Alleged conversations between himself and Wang Yibo, late-night messages, promises of honesty, and hints that Xiao Zhan had been kept deliberately in the dark about Yibo'S partner. One screenshot in particular shook fans to their core. "When the time comes, you'll be the first to know," one message, seemingly from Wang Yibo, read. The fact that Xiao Zhan only found out with the rest of the world made the betrayal sting even more. Fans in shock. Trust tore apart. The internet erupted in disbelief. For years, Wang Yibo had cultivated an image of loyalty and unshakable trust, particularly with Xiao Zhan by his side. The leaked screenshots painted a different picture, one of secrecy and broken promises. Hashtags exploded once again. Hashtag Xiao Zhan receipts. Hashtag Yibo lied. Hashtag friendship destroyed. Some fans accused Xiao Zhan of going too far, turning private matters into public spectacle. Others praised him for finally telling the truth and standing up for himself. Industry reactions. The fallout deepens. The entertainment industry is now reeling. Insiders are whispering about emergency meetings within Wang Yibo'S management team, with damage control strategies being drafted overnight. Some brands have already quietly begun pulling content featuring both stars together, fearing backlash from an increasingly divided fanbase. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan'S bold move has drawn both admiration and criticism from fellow celebrities. A few hinted that he's braver than most of us, while others cautioned that publicizing private messages could backfire in ways no one expects. The big question: who is the mystery spouse? Perhaps the most shocking part of Xiao Zhan'S receipt drop was his indirect allusion to Yibo'S spouse. In one of his captions, Xiao Zhan wrote, "You chose secrecy, but maybe it wasn't just about privacy. Maybe it was about who." This cryptic statement has set the internet ablaze with theories about the identity of Wang Yibo'S partner. Was it someone from within the industry? A long-time hidden love? Or someone so controversial that revealing them could shatter reputations? What happens now? As the digital world sifts through every pixel of Xiao Zhan'S receipts, one thing is certain: the gloves are officially off. This is no longer about hurt feelings. It's about truth, image, and survival in an industry that thrives on secrets. All eyes are now on Wang Yibo. Will he deny the receipts? Will he expose his side of the story with even more shocking revelations? Or will he finally reveal the identity of the person at the center of the storm, his mysterious spouse?